Does race still matter? That is the question that EBONY magazine is asking in its December issue. So joining us this morning to talk about the issue is Kyra Kyles. She is editorial director for Jet magazine and a contributor to EBONY. Good morning to you, Kyra.
Good morning.
Appreciate you being on the program.
No problem at all.
So this topic, obviously all the much more important given what just happened and just unfolded in Ferguson, Missouri. Let me start off by asking you, what is your takeaway from that situation in terms of the racial divide and the discourse happening in this country?
Well, I think that some people are surprised by the polarizing effect. There are many people that I have personally that are friends that are actually saying, hey, I'm defriending people, I'm unfollowing people. I had no idea that there were some who agree with the grand jury decision, whereas there are others who are horrified and they're supporting the die-ins and the boycotts. It's really interesting because it kind of allows you to see the true colors, you know, in a literal sense, of your friends and your relatives about this really hard decision that was made.
And what do you make of people defriending each other and things like that? It doesn't do much for the discourse.
No, I think that it's important for you to be able to have a civil discourse, though. I think in a case where you're dealing with someone who is using abusive language or hurtful or racist language and imagery, then it's fine to discontinue that relationship necessarily online. But I do think that if there is a way for us to come together and build a bridge, to have a calm, rational discussion, to look at the real facts of the case and the real facts of race in America, then it could be a great opportunity for us as a country.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk about this December issue.
Sure.
You've brought in some statistics that are pretty surprising that highlight just how big of an issue race still is in this country. Can you run through some of those stats for us?
Sure. So I think that, you know, these statistics are surprising to us as a country to see that they're still this way. But for example, 62% of African Americans have been affected by predatory lending, and then you want to compare that to only 38% of whites who were affected by the same situation. One of the most damning statistics, and this points to the Ferguson situation, is African American teens between 15 and 19 are 20 more times more likely to be killed in an interaction with police than their white peers.
20 times.
21, yes.
21 times.
Yes.
Backing up for a second, there's also disparity in terms of household income as well.
Yes, there is a staggering difference there. So your African-American household is at $35,000, and then the household income for whites is at $58,000. Wow. So that is a significant difference. And I think that's why you're seeing some of this diatribe go on, because people are shocked by this. But the fact of the matter is things have unfortunately not changed as much as we would like, even though everyone likes to talk about post-racial America. We have an African-American president, but we still have these horrifying numbers out here, and they are facts.
Have they gotten any better, say, in the last decade or so, the stats, or has it remained kind of plateaued?
I think that, you know, you've definitely seen some increases, but the rates and the percentages have not moved as much as we would like. And I think that's why it's really important that Mitzi Miller, the editor-in-chief of EBONY, and her team have pulled these statistics so that we can see, okay, here's how far we've gotten, but here are some solid solutions. Here's what we need to do to improve this situation.
Okay, I like how you're framing this as an opportunity to continue a civil discourse about these important issues. Kyra Kyles with Jet magazine, thank you very much for joining us, and it is that much more important this month to pick up EBONY, the December issue. It's on stands right now.